Welcome back to Ozarks Fox AM. We're live at our weather garden outside with our friends from SCA, Paula and Sharon. And now we want to focus on some of the things that maybe you would see pre-17th century. And again, these are like upper noblemen that you think you are? Is that what we're saying?
You have a lot of leeway in what you do, but everyone is considered to be a minor noble person when you start.
Maddie and I fit into that.
Yes, we are minor.
Absolutely.
So can we talk about some of these? You just sang us a beautiful song. Talk about some of these musical instruments.
Yeah, there's a lot of singing in the SCA, especially at night. We love to gather in circles around fires and sing together. But there's also instrumental music, and there are a lot of different instruments that people choose to play. People bring modern instruments as well. You are welcome to show up with what you've got, a modern clarinet or a flute or a trumpet or whatever you want to bring. Okay. But these are some that you might see. Along with the singing at night, we also get some Middle Eastern drumming and sometimes some dancing to go with it. That's a popular activity. You might see someone sitting to the side playing a harp, just adding atmosphere. We have a lot of people who play recorders. You know, kids often learn to play recorders in school. Or in my case, I was trained as a saxophone player. That's what I played all through school. And any of those woodwinds, flute, clarinet, saxophone, almost exactly the same fingerings. It translates so easily to play that. This is actually, it looks like a lute, but it's actually a guitar. It's called a lute guitar. So functionally, it's a guitar. It has the guitar strings, but it has the look of a lute. I thought that was really cool. I found that on Facebook Marketplace.
Really?
Oh,
It's
wow.
beautiful.
Best I can tell, it's like 1830s German.
Wow.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So are most of these pieces handcrafted, or like you said, you bought off Facebook Marketplace?
No, these would not be handcrafted. Most of these are mass-produced.
Okay.
Some of them are more finely crafted. Like this is a very high-end professional recorder that would have a lot of handcrafting to it, but still, it's produced by a professional company, and it's a standardized line that you can buy.
Okay.
It's beautiful. Well, thank you for this. And I know there's some beautiful things over there as well.
Okay, Paula, take us through. These are handcrafted, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
These are all things that our members have made. I don't know if you all have heard of Ukrainian Easter eggs, but it's a wax resist and dyed process. This is something my husband has made, and it's got a couple of different designs on the front and the back.
Can I just tell you really quickly? I've been to the Ukrainian high school, and that was one of the gifts they
You saw
gave me
these?
from the host family was the Ukrainian egg.
Yeah,
So I
they're
have that
beautiful.
still.
Yeah, they're really beautiful. And then another craft that people do is leather work. This is called a jack, and it's actually a drinking vessel. You can't drink hot liquids, but any cold liquid you could drink out of this. Just rinse it out and go on. We do carving of spoons. This is the tool that we use to do carving out the middle section of the spoon. And then, this is actually a replica of a sling that was found in a Roman fort in an archaeological dig in England. So those can be pretty lethal once you learn how to use them properly.
Wow.
So you say sling, you'd put something in it and...
You actually put a rock in it and then you twirl it around and then release it.
And then release. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
That reminds me of David and Goliath in the Bible with
Yes,
the sling.
exactly.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of.
And then the rest of these pieces are things that I have made. I'm kind of known for doing my needlework. And the coif that I made is also... I mentioned the Elizabethan period. So this style of embroidery is from that Elizabethan period. I had made my hat a few years ago, and then when we all had to start wearing masks, I made a mask to match it.
There you go. It is so beautiful. I mean, all the color. How long would something like this, or even did you call it a coif?
Yes.
How long does that take?
It probably has around 300 hours worth of work in it, actually, all told. This is not as much because it's smaller. It's not as quite as intricate also. And this is another style of coif that I've made my husband. It's much bigger, but it's embroidered as well.
Is that a lot like the same technique as like cross-stitching?
It's sort of the same idea, except it's not. Cross stitching is usually a pattern that you follow, counted cross stitch. This is more, I usually will draw on the design and then do different filling stitches to actually create the design on with the embroidery.
Wow. So you have to be an artist too.
Yes.
Well, I trace a lot, actually. I have a light table that I can put my fabric over with the design underneath, and I can trace it that way, which back in that time period, they would be using windows. They could hold their design up against a window with the light showing through and their fabric on there, and then they could trace. Same principle, just didn't have light tables.
This is also beautiful.
Do you happen to sell any of this stuff, or is it just for your own enjoyment?
I have occasionally done commissioned pieces, especially like coifs I'll do in people's actual devices, and I have sold a few of those, but mostly I give them as gifts.
Awesome.
Yes.
Paula and Sharon, thank you
thank
so
you.
much for spending the morning with us. You guys, lots more fun on Ozarks Fox AM. Do not go anywhere.